The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things. At the 25. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
The ball carrier.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Foles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Foles. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
They'll run on first down. Patterson. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. on the carry. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Foles. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Here's McFarland. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Khalil Mack in on the tackle. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and...
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it, and he's giving me the evil eye, folks. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. 20 to the right side to Eric Ebron. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Anthony McFarland
With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Steelers 7, Bears nothing. Tucker McCann set to
McCann's got it teed up. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go,
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the Bears' 49-yard line.
No spacing. Yes, Mike. Oh, yeah, pump. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. They can't hang with us.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come on, switch it. Hey. 58's the ball.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got this down to the 35.
Eric Ebron. That's good for a Pittsburgh Steelers.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Steelers 7, Bears nothing.
up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. McFarland. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bears' 31-yard line.
From the 31, Roethlisberger. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 2nd down.
Following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Not easy for Nick Foles and the Bears now. 3rd and long after the sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Roethlisberger. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
77. Snicker.
Now Roethlisberger. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles. That into the hands of his tight end, Holtz. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. Getting this one. Gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. He's going to take off. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Buying time to his left, and he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
It's got to be a licker. Now spin. Hey. Jack 16. Jack. 58 for Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Ebron, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check girls, check middle. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, over the ball. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Ben to throw again. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
McFarland once more, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run the counter. McFarland. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
On the ground, it's McFarland.
At the 37.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go, 180. 58, come on. Check tight, check tight. These two. No foul. 22, 44. Here we go. 58.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Alert, alert.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On third down, Roethlisberger. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with McFarland. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Dad, block 80. Pick me up. Here we go. Show it up. Alert, alert. 49, check 49, check 49.
Again, McFarland. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's number 54. 55. I got you, punk. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Get ready. Get ready.
Here's Foles. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
First down, Bears.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Foles on the give to Montgomery. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
13.
Here's Patterson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run with Patterson. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Tempo, tempo, tempo. 54. Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Now Foles. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Foles. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
3rd down and 12.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Fourth down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to
looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
On first down, McFarland. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
50. All right, now. 180. 50. Come on. 58 to line. 58 to line. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Middle. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Now on second and 13, Roethlisberger is going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
It's a gain of 6.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On first down, it's Patterson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
He's across
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
5 brings up second and 5.
From just shy of midfield, Foles got a man. It's Patterson, complete.
Foles
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and inches.
On third down, Patterson. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Steelers, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.